In the most ancient corners of history, there exists a practice so powerful that it has been jealously guarded by select spiritual circles, passed down only in whispers and protected as the most valuable of treasures. It is no coincidence that you are here now, reading these words. The universe has a mysterious way of guiding those who are ready toward truths that can transform their existence. For centuries, the keepers of this knowledge have debated whether humanity was ready to receive this power. And today, at this very moment, signs indicate that the time has come. Imagine for a moment that everything you have believed about manifestation and spiritual power is just the tip of the iceberg. Beneath the surface lies a system so profound and effective that those who have experienced it describe its results as miraculous. This practice does not require years of meditation or complex rituals. In fact, its power lies in its simplicity. But this very simplicity is what makes it so extraordinary and at the same time so dangerous in the wrong hands. Therefore, generation after generation, it has remained hidden, waiting for the right moment to be revealed. The ancient spiritual teachers understood that the power of this practice lay in its ability to reconnect the human being with the primordial forces of the universe. We're not talking about simple visualization techniques or positive affirmations. This goes much further. It is a method that awakens dormant codes in our spiritual DNA, activating a frequency of manifestation so powerful that it can completely transform your reality in just 24 hours. However, with great power comes great responsibility, and that is why this knowledge has been protected for so long. As you read this, you may feel a mix of skepticism and curiosity. That reaction is natural, and in fact, is a sign that you are ready to receive this information. Throughout history, every person who has accessed this knowledge has first experienced this duality of emotions. It's as if part of you already knows the truth you're about to discover, while another part struggles with the magnitude of what it means. But I assure you, once you start applying what you will learn here, your life will never be the same. Ancient manuscripts found in the most remote monasteries of Tibet speak of a practice so powerful that it could alter the very fabric of reality. Masters who mastered it were capable of manifesting profound changes in their environment with a speed that defied all logic. This technique, known in esoteric circles as the seal of sacred time, was not based on long meditations or years of spiritual preparation. Its true power lay in something much more fundamental: the ability to synchronize human energy with cosmic cycles in a specific 24-hour period. What makes this practice unique is its foundation in the universal laws of time and energy. The ancient masters discovered that there is an energetic turning point in each 24-hour cycle, a time when the veil between the material and spiritual worlds thins. During this brief period, the ability to manifest is multiplied exponentially, allowing even beginners on the spiritual path to achieve results that would normally take years of practice. However, this knowledge was considered too powerful to be shared freely, as in the wrong hands, it could be used for selfish purposes. Historical records show that those who mastered this practice experienced transformations so profound that their contemporaries considered them touched by the divine. From instantaneous healings to seemingly impossible material manifestations, the testimonies of their achievements defied all rational explanation. But the most surprising thing was not the external results, but the internal transformation they experienced. It is said that those who correctly applied this technique developed such a deep connection with the universe that they could read the signs of the cosmos like someone reading an open book. The reason this practice was kept secret for so long goes beyond fear of its misuse. The masters understood that humanity needed to achieve a certain level of collective consciousness before this knowledge could be safely revealed. They observed that when people accessed this power without proper preparation, the intensity of the energy could overwhelm them, causing them to lose balance in their lives. Therefore, they developed a system of protection and guidance that would ensure that only those who were truly ready could access this knowledge. And today, for the first time in centuries, conditions are ripe for this wisdom to be shared with those who are prepared to receive it. The 7 energetic seals represent the sacred portals that connect our physical reality with the higher dimensions of the universe. This knowledge, jealously guarded by ancient spiritual lineages, reveals that every human being possesses these 7 points of power in their energy field. When these seals are activated in the correct sequence, they create a direct channel with the universal forces of manifestation. It's like having access to a supreme code that unlocks the doors of reality itself. However, what makes this ritual truly extraordinary is that once activated, the transformation begins to manifest immediately, creating a cascade of synchronicities and opportunities that many describe as miraculous. The power of this ritual lies in its ability to align the different layers of our existence: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Each seal corresponds to a specific aspect of our being and, when activated in harmony, they produce a resonance that exponentially amplifies our ability to manifest. Ancient texts describe this process as awakening the divine code dormant in human DNA. It is an awakening that goes beyond intellectual understanding. It is an activation that resonates in every cell of our being, reconnecting us with our true nature as creative beings. If you want to be transformed by this ancient practice, subscribe to the channel and write "I'm ready" in the comments. The most fascinating thing about the 7 seals is how they interact with each other to create an energy field so powerful that it can alter the matrix of reality. Each seal not only has its own vibrational frequency, but also acts as an amplifier for the others. It is like a cosmic orchestra, where each instrument not only plays its own melody, but contributes to a greater symphony that has the power to reorganize matter and energy around us. The ancient masters discovered that when these seals are activated in the precise order, they create an energetic vortex that attracts exactly what we need for our spiritual and material evolution. The reason this ritual was banned for so long is not because it is dangerous in itself, but because its power is so transformative that it requires proper preparation of the vessel. It's like connecting a small electrical appliance directly to a power station. Without proper protection, the intensity of the power could be overwhelming. Therefore, along with the activation technique, the ancient masters developed an energy preparation system that allows the practitioner to channel this power safely and effectively. Today, for the first time, we will reveal not only the ritual itself, but also the protections necessary for you to access this transformative power safely and effectively. There is a profound reason why this ancient knowledge remains hidden from the majority. It is not because it is jealously guarded, but because very few are truly prepared to receive it. In today's world, where immediacy and instant gratification dominate our lives, most people look for shortcuts to spiritual power. But here is the inconvenient truth. This knowledge is revealed only to those who have developed the ability to see beyond the superficial, those who understand that true power does not come from without, but from a deep inner transformation. What separates the 1% who access this knowledge is not their intelligence, their social status, or their economic resources. It is something much more fundamental: their willingness to abandon the limiting beliefs that society has implanted in their minds. This small group of people has understood that the reality we perceive is just a fraction of what really exists. You have developed what the ancient masters called eagle vision, the ability to rise above everyday limitations and see the big picture of infinite possibilities around us. The irony is that this knowledge is available to everyone, but few are willing to pay the true price to access it. We are not talking about a monetary price, but about something much more valuable: the willingness to question everything we think we know about reality. The 99% prefer to stay in their comfort zone, holding on to their old beliefs and thought patterns. But those who dare to take the step, those who are willing to face their own fears and limitations, discover a power that transcends all ordinary understanding. To be part of this select 1% requires more than simple curiosity or desire for change. It takes an unwavering commitment to the truth, even when that truth challenges everything we thought we knew. The ancient texts speak of an initiation of the spirit that occurs when a person is truly ready to receive this knowledge. It is as if the universe itself recognizes your preparation and opens doors that previously remained invisible. The question is, are you willing to take that step and join the few who have awakened to their true potential? At the heart of this ancient practice lies a secret that few understand. There exists a precise moment, a turning point in the daily cycle, where the veil between worlds thins and the power of manifestation is amplified exponentially. The ancient masters called it the golden hour of the spirit, a sacred period where cosmic energies align in such a way that they create a portal of infinite possibilities. This is not an arbitrary moment. It is based on precise astronomical calculations that have been verified over millennia. The key is to understand that our universe operates in cycles, like a great cosmic symphony where each moment has its own vibrational frequency. During this specific period, which occurs once every 24 hours, the energetic conditions are optimal for transformation. It is as if the universe itself opens a window of opportunity, allowing our intentions and desires to materialize with astonishing speed and precision. Ancient masters discovered that performing the ritual during this specific time not only accelerates the results, but also amplifies its power exponentially. The fascinating thing is that this optimal time is not the same for everyone. It varies depending on your geographic location and your own personal energy field. It's like having a spiritual fingerprint that uniquely resonates with cosmic energies. Ancient texts describe precise methods for calculating your personal hour of power, a formula that takes into account factors such as your date of birth, your position on the planet, and current lunar cycles. When you align your practice with this specific moment, the results can be truly extraordinary. However, there is a crucial caveat. Performing the ritual at the wrong time can not only reduce its effectiveness, but can also create an energetic imbalance that requires days or weeks to correct. It's like trying to tune a radio to the wrong frequency. Not only will you not hear the music you're looking for, but the interference can be disturbing. That is why it is essential to learn to calculate and respect your personal hour of power. In the next few minutes, I will reveal to you exactly how to determine this crucial moment and how to make the most of it to manifest your deepest desires. If you want to be transformed by this ancient practice, subscribe to the channel and write "I'm ready" in the comments. What you are about to discover defies all conventional logic. The most powerful elements for spiritual transformation are not found in distant temples, nor do they require esoteric searches. The ancient masters guarded this secret jealously because they understood that its simplicity was, paradoxically, their greatest protection. These three elements, which most people have in their home without knowing their true potential, when combined correctly, create an energy field so powerful that it can alter the very matrix of reality. The first element is something so common that we see it every day, but its transformative power has been forgotten by modern society. Ancient texts describe it as the mirror of the soul, and they do not refer to an ordinary mirror, but to any reflective surface that has been in contact with the light of the full moon. This element acts as a natural amplifier of subtle energies, capable of multiplying the power of your intentions. The fascinating thing is that you probably have several objects in your home that meet this characteristic without even knowing it. The second element is what the masters called the conductor of life force, and this is where most are surprised. It can be any metallic object that has been in your possession for at least one full lunar cycle. This element does not need to be precious or expensive. In fact, simpler metals often work better because they are free of the conflicting energies that more valuable materials tend to accumulate. The secret is in the personal connection you have developed with the object, not its material value. The third and most crucial element is something that most discard without knowing its true power. Any object that has witnessed a moment of profound transformation in your life. It can be something as simple as a piece of paper on which you wrote a dream, a piece of clothing you wore in a meaningful moment, or even a small stone you picked up during a moment of clarity. This element acts as an energetic anchor, connecting your present intention with the powerful energy of transformation that you have already experienced in the past. Most people who try to access this ancient knowledge make a fatal mistake that not only nullifies the results, but can create an energetic blockage that takes months to undo. This error is so subtle that even advanced practitioners can fall into it without realizing it. This is something the ancient masters called the trap of duality, the belief that the power of transformation comes from the elements or the ritual itself, when in reality, these are just catalysts to awaken something that already exists within you. When someone approaches this practice from the wrong perspective, it is like trying to light a fire underwater. It doesn't matter how much energy you invest, how many times you repeat the ritual, or how pure your elements are. If this fundamental error is present, the results will be limited or, worse, counterproductive. Ancient texts speak of cases where well-intentioned practitioners ended up manifesting the exact opposite of their desires due to this basic misunderstanding. The real danger lies not in the lack of power or in the incorrect execution of the ritual, but in something much deeper, the fragmentation of your energy field. When you do this practice from a state of internal separation, where one part of you doubts while another believes, you create a fissure in your energetic matrix. It's like trying to fill a glass that has an invisible crack. No matter how much water you pour, it will never stay full. This internal division can manifest itself in your life as a series of false starts, broken promises, and missed opportunities. The solution to this problem is so simple that many overlook it. The ancient masters called it the state of perfect unity, and it does not require years of practice or advanced esoteric knowledge. You just need to understand and apply a fundamental principle that will revolutionize the way you approach any spiritual practice. In the next few minutes, I will reveal to you exactly how to achieve this state and how to avoid the trap that has stopped so many on their path to conscious manifestation. What you are about to discover is something the ancient masters considered the seal of divine confirmation, a sign so clear and precise that it removes all doubt about the effectiveness of the ritual. This signal is not a coincidence or a phenomenon that can be explained by chance. Ancient texts describe it as the echo of the universe, a direct answer that confirms that you have established a genuine connection with the forces of manifestation. The most extraordinary thing is that this sign appears within the first 3 hours after completing the ritual. Most people look for great signs or dramatic events, and that is precisely why they often miss true confirmation. The ancient masters discovered that the universe communicates through subtle but undeniable patterns. It's like a whisper in the midst of chaos, but once you learn to recognize it, it becomes as clear as a scream in the silence. This sign manifests itself in 3 different ways, on the physical, emotional, and mental levels, creating a trinity of confirmation that is impossible to ignore. The fascinating thing about this sign is that it is uniquely tailored to you, like a spiritual fingerprint that only you can fully recognize. Some people experience it as a distinctive physical sensation, others as sudden mental clarity, and some as a series of synchronicities so precise they defy statistical probability. But there is one common element that all successful practitioners report: a deep sense of certainty, as if every cell in your body knows that the transformation process has begun.
However, there is a crucial caveat. The signal can manifest itself in such subtle ways that if you don't know exactly what to look for, you might miss it. It's like having a radio receiver tuned to the wrong frequency. The signal is there, but you won't be able to pick it up clearly. That is why it is essential to understand the 3 levels of manifestation of this signal and how to identify them correctly.
In the next few minutes, I will reveal to you exactly what to look for and how to confirm that you have successfully activated the transformative power of the ritual. What modern science is beginning to discover about consciousness and quantum reality is validating what the ancient masters knew millennia ago. This is not a ritual based on blind faith or mystical beliefs. It is based on universal principles that quantum physics is only beginning to understand. Researchers have discovered that human consciousness has a measurable impact on physical reality, and this ritual takes advantage of precisely that innate ability that we all possess. Skeptics are often surprised to discover that the fundamental elements of this practice have direct correlations with verifiable scientific phenomena. The energy field created during the ritual, for example, generates patterns similar to those scientists have observed in quantum coherence experiments. It is not magic or superstition. It is a spiritual technology that operates at the intersection between consciousness and matter, in that space where thoughts begin to directly influence physical reality. The most fascinating thing is that the initial skepticism does not prevent the ritual from working. In fact, the ancient masters taught that an analytical and questioning mind can be an advantage as long as it is accompanied by the willingness to experiment directly. It is like a scientist who maintains his methodological rigor while exploring unknown territories. The results are repeatable and verifiable. which has led many skeptics to become the most dedicated practitioners once they experience the effects for themselves. Modern science is revealing more and more evidence supporting the mechanisms behind this practice. From studies on neuroplasticity to research on biological energy fields, each new discovery adds another piece to the puzzle that the ancient masters had already solved. This convergence between ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science not only validates the practice, but also allows us to understand and apply its principles more accurately than ever before. The best-kept secret of this ancient practice is not how to start the transformation, but how to maintain it. The ancient masters understood that awakening power is only the beginning. The real art is sustaining and amplifying those changes until they become permanent. This knowledge was considered so valuable that it was traditionally only revealed to initiates after years of practice. However, today, you will understand why this final step is crucial to prevent the results from fading over time. What makes this final step unique is that it acts as an energetic seal, a way to anchor the changes at all levels of your being. It is not enough to experience transformation. You need to integrate it into every aspect of your existence. The ancient masters developed a precise system to achieve this, a process they called the crystallization of light. This method ensures that the changes you manifest are not temporary, but rather become a permanent part of your new reality. The key is to understand that true transformation operates in a spiral, not in a straight line. Each time you complete a cycle, you do not return to the same point, but instead ascend to a higher level of understanding and power. This principle of spiral evolution is what allows results to not only be maintained, but to continue to expand over time. It's like planting a seed that not only grows into a tree, but also produces more seeds, creating an entire forest of possibilities. However, this final step comes with a sacred responsibility. Once you learn to maintain the transformation permanently, you become a beacon of possibility for others. Your own evolution creates an energy field that positively influences those around you. The ancient masters called this the spiritual ripple effect, and it is perhaps the most powerful aspect of the entire practice. You not only transform your own reality, but you become a catalyst for collective transformation.